Hey crafty friends, and welcome to day number 11 of the 14 days of Crafty Love Valentine's Day series here on my channel. So today we are going to create this really simple embellishment book so that we can send off the embellishments that we made so far in this series off in Happy Mail. This is a tutorial from Tony, who is Craft Purge, and I will have her information linked down below for you. If you haven't already subscribed to her channel or checked her out, you really should. She's an amazing crafter, and she has some amazing tutorials and craft with me's and project share, so make sure you check her out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to show you the collection that I am working with is called Count the Ways Collection by Bow Bunnies, and this is a paper pad that I picked up, I believe, in 2020 at Tuesday morning. So we're going to be using some papers from that, and then just some pink cardstock from my stash to make the base. And to save a little bit of time, I've just pre-cut the pieces that we'll need for the outside and the inside of the box. So for the spine, you will need a piece that measures 7/8 of an inch wide by 4 7/8 of an inch long, and I'll make sure that the measurements are down in the description box below for you. And then you will need 6 pieces, so 1 for your front and your back, and 4 pieces for the inside pages of your book. And I've just already gone ahead, cut them out, and inked them. And these pieces are 4 7/8 by 4 3/4. And the important thing to remember is that the 4 7/8 side be the side that you want your pattern to be. So say you wanted your this to be this way, so you would make sure that you cut your 4 7/8 inch side so that your pattern would go the way that you wanted to. All right, so we have those cut, so let's go ahead and cut out the base. And for the base, you will need a piece that is 5 by 11. So I'm going to cut mine to 11 first. And you can save this strip here. You can make a rosette or whatever out of that. And then so we have 11, and then we need to turn the paper and cut it down to 5. So this is the base of our book here. And then for the inside piece, you will need a piece that measures 5 by 10 3/4. So we're going to cut this piece down to 10 3/4. And then trim it down to 5. All right, so let's start with our base first, and I'm going to use my scoreboard. So for the base, which is 5 by 11, on the 11-inch side, you are going to score at 5 6 inches. So on the 11-inch side, you're going to score at 5 and at 6. And this gives you that inch spine. So 5 and 6. And that's all you're going to do for your base. Then for your inside piece, on the 10 3/4 inch side, you are going to score it at 5 3/8. So 5 3/8 is right after your quarter mark. It's 1 over. So it's the mark right before your 1/2 inch mark if you have this type of scoreboard. So we're going to score at 5 3/8. And then we are also going to score at 3/8 of an inch on both sides. So we're just going to score over here at 3/8. And then we are going to just turn our paper, flip it around, and score again at 3/8 of an inch. And then that is all the score marks we have to do. So let's go ahead and fold our base. And there's our base of our book. And then let's go ahead and score our middle. And you're just going to fold this in half and score. And then you're going to fold your 3/8 of an inch pieces back towards you. And score them. And then do the same thing on the other side. And score. And there we have our little flap for the inside, and then we're going to put a thin line of glue here that's going to make our pocket. But before I do that, I like to put my decorative pieces down first. I just find that to be a little bit easier. So I'm going to use these floral pieces for my front cover here. And before we do that, we don't want to forget to add our element to tie our book. So I'm just going to grab some rickrack here and cut 2 pieces. And we're going to use that as our tying element. Alright, and then I like to just add a little bit of my adhesive at one end of this. And then I like to add it directly to my piece that's going to go on the front. So I'm just going to flip that over. You can measure it if you want. I just eyeball where I think the center is. So I like to do that. And then just to reinforce this, I just grab some Scotch tape and I just add this over this piece just for some reinforcement. And then we are going to grab the other piece. And I like to line them up. And then we'll do the same thing. Just add a little bit of adhesive. Let's make sure that they're lined up. And I'll just stretch this out. And then I sort of line it up by the rickrack here. And then again, I'll just add a piece of this Scotch tape for some extra reinforcements. And then we are all good to add our adhesive down and add this to our base. You could also hot glue that down as well. All right, so let's add the back cover. And I try to line this piece up even with this the best that I can. And then we have our spine. To add down next. All right, so then we have our mats already on our base, and then you are going to repeat and do the same thing for the inside. You're just going to line this up here on this, and then you'll also add your pattern paper to your inside here. So I'm going to do that really quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my pieces added into the inside here and also to these pages. And then next what we want to do is we want to grab our wet glue. And you want to run a line of glue down this side and this side, like in the shape of an L. And then we are just going to close this side over on this side to make our pocket. And then I like to use my bone folder to make sure that that glue is adhering down really well. Alright, and then give it a little bit, but then you'll have your pocket here. So I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. And then next what we want to do is you could use wet glue, you could use adhesive, whatever you want. I'm going to put a little bit of my score tape on here, and then I'll add some glue to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I've run out of my other score tape, so I'm just going to use my thin and put a thin line across both of these pieces. And then I like to just add some wet glue to give me some, you know, wiggle room when I'm putting this down in my book. I'm just going to add some wet glue. And then we are going to add this to the middle of our book here, making sure that you have the pocket side up. And then you want to kind of center this in this. The top should meet the top here and the bottom should meet the bottom. So just do your best to center it in the middle. And then I like to take my bone folder and again make sure that glue is adhering. I see this is a little bit long on this side, but I can trim that in just a minute. So I'm just going to make sure that this glue is adhering down really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim this little overhang. All right, so here we have it. Our book is complete. Push this down just a little bit more. So we have our front to decorate. We have a page here, a page here. So we have 4 pages to put our embellishments on. And then we also have our pocket here that we can add goodies into. Super cute and super easy. So let's go ahead and decorate this really quick. I just have some cut parts from my stash that I'm going to use. And I like to add a little bit of washi tape there, where you can kind of see that it's looks like it might have like a little piece of tape. It's just got some distressing already on it, and I like to add some of this washi tape on there just to give it a little bit more texture. So I'm going to add that there, and then I'm just going to trim the rest away. Or you could fold it over, since this is going to go down on the front of your embellishment book here. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this piece up with some of my foam squares here. And I'm also going to grab a pink tag to layer with it. I'm going to do a little bit of inking on this tag just to give it some texture. Let's see, let me grab Alright, there we go. So I'm going to lay my tag directly down on my book here. And I actually like to open this and kind of lay this flat to work with. Alright, so I'm going to add this here. And then I'm going to add my little and symbol here. And I pop this up on these little foam squares from the Dollar Tree. Just going to center that off to the side, but sort of in the middle of this tag. And then I have this little bestie sentiment that is from my Michaels pad from made by Recollections. And then I'm going to add that down next. And I need one little piece underneath the other piece. And then lastly, I have this cute little page flag that I've created using these Dollar Tree picks. I'm going to trim the end just a little bit. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue up top where this is going to sit on the cut apart. And then you could add some bling. So you could add some bling up here. And then on this one, I also added some pom-pom trim, and I added this little rose here. And I think maybe the dark pink one for this one. So I'll add the little rose there, and to help me pick this up, I just have one of these diamond dot tools, and I'll add that there. And we are done. So you do have the option to adding the pom-pom trim like I did here, if you want to, but that is completely up to you. And you decorate the front, you know, in whatever style. You could do this for Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas, you know, any season or theme or anything that you wanted to create this for. And then let me grab a couple of our embellishments and just show you. I just use these removable glue dots. And I usually just add one to whatever I'm sticking down. So I'll add one to this one. And you could add these straight to the page here, just like so. And we'll grab one of our tickets, our little paper scrap clusters. And you could add that one here. And then fill the page up. If you have smaller embellishments, you could put more on the page than just one. And then once you're ready to send this out, you can just tie this up really cute. And you have a cute way to send some embellishments. And you could make a little card and stick your card here, add more embellishments there. How cute is this? I just love these. I think they're so cute and such a neat idea to send some Happy Mail or some goodies out in a swap. So I will make sure that Tony's information is linked down below. And so you can check out her tutorial and her channel. Make sure you show her some love. And I'll also have the measurements for this tutorial linked down below as well. So thank you for stopping by and checking out day 11. I hope you will stop back by tomorrow, and we will be making some fun safety pin embellishments. So I hope to see you tomorrow, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.